Welcome back, everyone. My name is Josh Albo. In the video today, I'm going to be going over some money that I gave away yesterday to one of my original mentees, which was kind of cool to give back and take care of that. Aside from when he started in the coaching program, he did 170% on the initial cost of the program in the first month while working 70 hours a week. So that kind of proved to me that it all comes down to if you have the work ethic to do what's necessary to be successful or not, because the strategy, again, is the easy part. But if you don't have the work ethic to back it, then my strategy means nothing, because all my strategy is really out there. Not really out there for free, because the one-on-one is like the biggest push part, but most all strategy stuff is already out there on my channel, on Gary Vee's channel, Grant Cardone channel, Tony Robbins channel, like ET, whoever, Dan Locke, Tai Lopez, whoever you're looking for, the strategy is already out there. So it's more so about developing yourself so that you take the actions that are in the strategy that you know you need to take. As always, I want to thank you all so much for coming back to the channel today. If you're new to the channel, my name's Josh Albo. Like I said, I do personal finance and business videos, and I'm here to help however I can. So if you do have a question, the best way to get a hold of me is on Instagram at @TheJoshAlbo, or just leave a comment down below. But the one thing I do ask for watching this video is the cost of this video today is to leave a like so that more people just like you and I get to see this video, because it helps out the YouTube algorithm. Without making you wait any longer though, as always, I'll get right into the topic. So like I said at the beginning of the video, yesterday I met up with Daryl, who was one of my original mentees. Aside from money that he's already made himself on just the free incentive side, he did $225 last week, and he's about to do another $650 this week with the Chase Bank giveaway, the Fifth Third Bank giveaway, and the Huntington Bank giveaway. I'll probably work him into the Charles Schwab $100 giveaway as well. So that'll be about $1,000, over $1,000 for him. It'll be $1,050, all in free cash that he gets to use as an investment for the next 100 years. Because why would we risk our own money when we can risk free money? Doesn't that make a lot more sense? So aside from giving that away, oh, I misspoke just now. The Huntington giveaway has just been upgraded from $100 to $150, which is, if you look at just the simple stuff on it, 50% more. Because $50 on 100 is 50%. So let's say you had $1,000 that you were going to go invest as a beginner, and instead of making a $100 return, you made a $150 return. Or let's say the $100 was already out of the way and you made an extra $50. That's 5% at completely zero risk, just for opening up an account with Huntington right now. So if you're at that beginner stage, where I was in 2014, and you're thinking, how can I get cash in my pocket to start my business? Because the main reason, I guess one of the reasons I post so much on this channel is because I didn't have the cash resources or the financing. Like, I didn't know about these things when I started, 6-8 years ago now. But if I would have had $15,000 in bonuses to start off with, it would have been a lot easier to use those resources versus becoming resourceful. However, by having to become resourceful, it created a stronger character with myself, and now I get to share these exact resources that I use by becoming resourceful with everybody else, which is a gift that I get to share, and it gives me great fulfillment, which is the whole point of why I do it. So we covered the average person with the bonuses gets $1,350. He made $1,050 yesterday. Huntington was upgraded, like I said. The next bonus that I'm going to start talking about, though, is Charles Schwab has a giveaway where if you open a brokerage account and you deposit $1,000 into it, they give you $100 as like free money. The reason I don't promote a lot of these, for example, Chase has a bonus where if you deposit $15,000 or $20,000, they give you an extra $300 on their bonus. The reason that I don't promote these bonuses is because most people in my target market, let's say, don't have the $15,000 to $20,000 to throw into a bank account anyway, and even if they leveraged it, $300 and 20K is what, 1.5%. There's zero use to leveraging out that when the fee to run a card transaction is 2 to 3%. So you'd be losing 1.5% just to do it. So it makes no sense to leverage it out to put the money in the bank, and interest rates at the bank are garbage anyway. So it makes I don't see any value in doing that and sharing those. With the free stuff where you only have to put $1,000 or $5,000 in to make $100 or $500, depending on if it's a personal or business account, those I like to share because those make a lot more sense to the very beginner. I know that I want more out of life, but how the heck, how am I actually going to get that? That's my target market. That's who I want to help the most. So as I was saying, Charles Schwab, a brokerage account, has an incentive right now where you if you deposit $1,000 into the brokerage account, they'll give you $100 cash into the account. I don't know if it's 45 days or 60 days. It's a couple months tops. 45 days. Let's call it 60 days. Doesn't matter, but let's call that, if you're a very beginner, that's $100 in spending money that you have zero risk in spending because you didn't earn this money. It's not like you worked for this $100. It's completely risk-free, as well as if you're starting a consulting business, just sharing the exact stuff that I'm going over in this channel, here's another $100 you can add on top of the $1,350s to make it $1,450. So it's almost $1,500 in giveaways for every single client that you introduce this new stuff to, not including if they were to actually start the business, which I've really been pushing more so. even on people close to me, because it makes way more sense to start the business and get the 10 grand in free cash versus just doing the personal stuff and making a couple, like $1,000 or $2,000. Plus the point of it is more so, it's the incentives are for the business owners. $1,000 for a personal finance side, that might cover your expenses for a week. Like, I'm not sure really how much $1,000 is going to do for anybody, but if, on a business side, if you took $1,000 and put that into marketing, you might be able to make 10 grand on that, take the 10, turn it into 100. I'm not trying to give you bullshit numbers, but based off of what I've seen in the market, even if you just double your money on a monthly basis though, with $1,000 in ad spend, which I think would be really literally just poor/slow. With Facebook and Instagram ads, it's way too easy to scale extremely quickly if you have a valuable product or service. So there's no excuse to not be spending this free $1,000, free $1,500, free $10,000 in cash for your new business to create your own store, to create your own service-based business, whatever the case may be. All you have to do is take the action. I've helped countless business owners now scale up from a 4, 5, 6, 7-figure business and help them add another 5 to 6 figures on top of their revenue, let alone the bottom line with profit. So that's where I call BS. That's where I say there's absolutely no excuse to not be starting a business right now, let alone everybody's locked down and it's all inside. It's all inside. It's from your phone. Do you have an iPhone? Even if you have an Android, we're not going to judge you. We're not going to make fun of you. If you have a phone that takes video like this, that's exactly what I'm doing. That's exactly how I had started. There's no excuse to not have a business. I know people that have started 6 and 7-figure, $1 million their first year off of a phone or a laptop that we all have. And if you don't have a laptop, then use your phone and just like deal with it. But you can hit these numbers in your first year, and it's completely doable, and I've seen it be done. And it's a beautiful thing when I get to see this be done. So I want that exact same thing for you. I want to see you succeed. That's the whole point of this channel. I feel like I'm getting too ranty now, so I'm gonna end the video now for the day. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have any specific questions, I know someone had asked about Shopify store yesterday. This is the strategy I would use to start a Shopify store right now. Create a Shopify store, have different lessons available. You can do a coaching thing, but the only reason you need the store is for checkout. The main thing is the Instagram brand, the Facebook brand, the LinkedIn brand, Twitter, YouTube. Creating a channel, like I was talking to Johnny who does fitness coaching in Myrtle Beach like last week, and I'm like, all you need to do, think 3-5 years out, create a YouTube channel that's going to last 3 to 5 years. You have to be consistent with it, but that's the whole point. Same exact thing I did with DivLab, same exact thing I did with Summit. If I knew if I could create a 6-figure plus business in 5 to 6 years, I'd be completely happy with that. Now I'm looking back and I'm saying, what the hell was I thinking? I should have started with 7 figures the first year. But I had to learn those things. So learn from my mistakes. Start with 7 figures your first year. Probably start with 8 figures. If you're listening to Daniel G from Canada, he would probably say start with 8 figures your first year. There's no reason to not. So I'm thinking too small. Start with 8 figures your first year, because at least then you have a realistic goal versus trying to make $1,000 or $10,000 here. But this 10 grand can help you and start you on that journey to your first 8 figures. So that's what I have for you for now. Thank you again so much for watching the video today. Again, if you have any specific questions, the best way to get a hold of me is on Instagram at @TheJoshElbow. Be happy to help answer them. If you want me to walk you through step by step how to get the 1,500 to 10 grand, be happy to do that. Shoot me a DM. Other than that, thank you all again. I'll see you all in the next video.